Welcome back to Secrets of a Stylist. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim. I'm a fashion stylist, and for those of you who do, welcome back. I'm so excited to see you. Honestly, I know I tell you guys every week, but I am so appreciative of you guys because without you, I would literally not be sitting here, because every day your emails, your messages, your texts just bring me up and give me energy and get me excited to share stuff with you. So I am because you are, and I really appreciate you, and I just want to say that. Thank you. Easily a few times a week, I get an email about how to get into the fashion industry or how to become a stylist. I know that there's a lot of you out there who want to know. Many of you, some of you don't know actually what a stylist is. You don't know what I do. Maybe you just like my videos, you think I'm funny, and I'm glad for that. And then there's some of you who watch who really want to know, like, how do you get into the industry? I have actually been styling literally my whole life. My sister can attest to this. I used to dress and redress her. Any of my girlfriends, you can ask them in university and high school, they would come over, we would be going out. I would redo their whole look from my wardrobe. So I've always been doing it. However, my entry into the actual legitimate world of styling, I started as a model, and I realized, and that was a very long time ago, by the way, and I realized that it wasn't really my thing. But I did love staying behind and styling the other models behind the camera. I thought that was amazing and fun and creative. And anytime I was booked on a photo shoot and I would see the setup, I would always want to be like, I had this desire to like redo it or restyle the shoot. And so that was sort of my trigger point into the industry. However, I carried on with life. I went to university, I got a couple degrees, had a family, and then I just had one of those aha moments. And it was actually in London, and I had a moment and I decided, yep, this is what I want to do. I feel passionately about it. I feel pulled to do it, and I really want to get back into the scene. Everyone told me, you can't do it. You have a family. This can't be done. And you know what? I just felt the passion in my heart, and I felt like it was a place that I wanted to be. And so I went for it. And so here's my advice to you. So the number one, I'm going to give you 10 things, top 10 things you can do if you want to be a stylist. So my number one piece of advice is find that role model and then emulate what they've done, what they're doing, and then also don't be afraid. Reach out. There are people that reach out to me every day, and you know what? I respond. I respond to the questions. People ask me if they can intern. I respond to that. I had a really big shoot, and I had a girl reach out and say she'd love to intern, and I took her on. You know what? She was fantastic. And we have an amazing relationship. So that is the first thing I tell you. Find your hero, do what they're doing, and reach out to them. Because those people that reach out, it's all about action. It's just you are steps away from doing what you want to do by taking action. So send the text, send the email, make the call. That's my first suggestion. Step number 2, maybe you've reached out to that person. Maybe that's not really you. Maybe that's not something you're totally comfortable with yet. Maybe you want to get a little more experience. Google online and see if there's a school for what you want to do. If you want to be a stylist, Google how to be a stylist, stylist schools. There is a school that I actually trained at. It's called School of Style. I'll put a link down below. You can look it up. Lauren and Luke, hi. You guys were fantastic. I actually was styling at the time when I went to the school. I just wanted to go to hear, just to learn about something that maybe I wasn't doing, something I could do better, something that would help me in my business. And you know what? It was really useful. They were great, and that's what they do. Those people that are teaching at those schools, they have been stylists usually, and they're going to give you the training that you would get otherwise maybe interning underneath someone. So look up a school. That's my second suggestion. The other thing you could do is Google stylists in your area. Now I'm talking specifically about stylists, but if you want to be a fashion photographer, if you want to go into fashion PR, just Google the agencies that are in your area. Google fashion stylists, LA, fashion stylist, Houston, wherever it is that you live, fashion stylist, London, PR rooms, London, and just Google those, and there will be a bunch that come up. And then just look through them and see what feels the most natural for you. There's gonna be someone that you gravitate towards. Just reach out to that showroom, that PR room, that cameraman, and ask if you can intern with them. You're gonna find lots of information on the net. Another great way to get into the fashion industry, showrooms. There's a lot of showrooms out there. Showrooms are there, they carry a bunch of products for a bunch of brands, they represent those brands, And if you want to be a stylist or be in the fashion industry, working in a showroom is a great way to meet tons of connections, because a lot of the industry is all about connections. It's all about who you know. It's all about building those relationships and meeting people. And so that is a great way, because stylists are constantly coming in there. If you want to join the fashion world, a simple step is working in retail. It gives you a great chance to work one-on-one with clothing, with brands, with other people that have a like mindset. So working at a clothing store is actually still a really great way to get into the industry. It doesn't matter where, just find something that you're drawn towards and make it your style. So if you're a sporty person, maybe you don't want to go to like a really dressy store. Just be who you are and go in that direction. My next tip is action. I know I mentioned it before, but action in any direction. Make the phone call, make the text, Google the fashion stores in your area, the PR companies, the photographers. Just take action in whatever direction is you want to go. Nothing is going to happen without you making a move. Volunteer. Volunteering is a great way to meet people in the industry, meet anyone with a like mindset. So there's always fashion weeks that are coming up. It doesn't matter if you live in a major center. There will be online websites for volunteers that want to get involved. So get out there, apply online, and volunteer somewhere, because you are going to meet all of the contacts you need to know in that location. And it becomes about personality. If someone connects with you, and it doesn't matter what they do, a stylist, a designer, a hairstylist, a makeup artist, if they love you, they will connect you to their connections. So get out there and volunteer to meet people. Be in the now. Don't let your ego run your life. It's not about what you didn't do in the past, what you haven't done, what you haven't accomplished, what you wished you could do. It's about being in the now. Where are you right now? What do you want to do with your life right now? Do you want to work in fashion? Then you go with that, you make the call, you volunteer, you do some of the things I've told you. Stop perseverating and letting your ego run your life. Just focus and move forward. Follow your intuition. You know those moments in silence, maybe when you're in the shower or maybe when you're driving in the car and that little voice pops up and it says something to you? That's your intuition, and it's speaking to you because it is trying to tell something. That is your inner you. So you want to follow that voice and follow that passion, because the intuition is you. It's your inside voice. It's your passion that's telling you what to do. So stop what you're doing. Maybe not if you're like in the middle of the road, but stop what you're doing once you get to where you're going. And you know what? Take that moment to acknowledge that your intuition just told you something and follow it. Check your intentions. And that's something that is very important that I learned in the very beginning. Why do you want to do this? What are the reasons that you want to do this? Do you have something to give back to the world? Or do you want to do this because you want to be famous, or you see people doing it on TV, or you think it looks cool, or you want to get back at your ex-boyfriend by doing something really awesome? Well, you want to check those intentions, because success in the industry, I will tell you right now, comes from authenticity. It comes from passion. It comes from a desire to help others. I'm a fashion stylist. On the surface, it seems very superficial what I do, but actually my deeper passion, and has always been, has been helping people, because I personally believe that when you look good, you feel good, and then that energy just radiates to other people. And so my goal in doing what I've done has always been to just lift up everyone's vibrations around me. And I often get asked why I think that I'm successful in the industry, and I believe that I love what I do, and I love people, and I want to be here, and I want to see everyone succeed. And I think that that energy is infectious. And so my advice to you is really take a hard look at yourself, check your intentions, and ask yourself, why do you want to be part of the industry, and what do you have to offer? So I hope that you guys enjoyed this segment. I know I'm talking about being a stylist, and I'm kind of heading it a little bit more in that direction, but you can take any of the tips that I've applied to wanting to be a stylist and how to get into the industry, really into anything that you want to do in your life. I mean, these things are all applicable. The most important thing, I think, is that you have the right intentions and you have the passion, and beyond that, and you take action. Beyond that, the world is your oyster, and these things are going to come to you. You just go out there and you go after them with your heart, with true intentions, with a desire to give back, and trust me, you will achieve your goals. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you like what you're seeing, remember to subscribe. The red button is down below, and I will show up in your mailbox every Thursday and we will hang out. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I would not be here if it wasn't for you guys watching, and I love you, and I'm really excited to be here and to be able to chat with you every week. So I will see you next week. Let me know if these were helpful for you.